Let's talk about 5 things that are must-haves in my saxophone case. If you're new here, my name is Ethan Ashley, and I'm currently a music student at the University of Texas at Austin, where I play classical saxophone. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe down below, and let's get into it. So the first thing on the list is going to be these key leaf key props. If you've never heard of them, you stick them under the E flat and low C sharp. They fit in there just like that. I put these key props on my saxophone each time after I'm done playing, just so that the pads in the lower stack, being G sharp, C sharp, and E flat, can stay open and let the moisture escape. It takes less than 5 seconds to put on each time, and it really saves you from having a sticky G sharp or C sharp. They also make products like the Vent Vine, which wrap around the upper stack and open up all of your palm keys so that they stay open and dry out as well. I can't recommend key leaves enough. Like I said, they really keep my saxophone from being all sticky. You can get this key prop for, I think, about $25, and that works for alto and tenor saxophones, and then they make a separate one for soprano saxophone. I think it's priced around the same. All of the products in this video will be linked below down in the description. Some of the links will be affiliate, meaning that if you click on one of them and purchase one of the products, I will gain a small commission, which really supports the channel. So if you do plan on purchasing one of these products, do use the links down below. The second must-have in my case is going to have to be this Boston Sax Shop Multi-Tool. I do rarely have to use this, but when I do, I really need it. It has 3 sizes of screwdrivers, as you see here. It also has a spring hook seen here. If you've ever had a spring pop out on one of your horns, it's really hard to get in there. This can help out with that. And then it also has a reed filer on the other end. Sort of like a Reed Geek. It's very blocky, so it's really good for just flattening the back, which is really all you need to do with your reeds. Like I said, I rarely do have to use this, but when one of my saxophones break and I'm out, whether it's a performance or a quartet rehearsal, this thing really comes in handy. It folds up nicely, it's really well built, the build quality is fantastic. They're usually out of stock, so if you can grab one, you should. I think they run about 60 bucks, and like I said, it's worth every penny. I rarely do have to use it, but when I do need to use it, I really need to use it. That was a lot of needs, but hopefully that makes sense. So here's number 3. You might be wondering, what is this thing? I see that it's on a keychain, and yes, if you open it up here, they're a little yellowed, but you'll understand why. They are earplugs, and I really like these because they're nice and lightweight. They fit in my ears really well. If I put these in, I always remember right is red, left is blue, double R, right, red, left is blue. So these are ear racers. I use these all the time, whether I'm in quartet rehearsal, playing in a practice room by myself, like super altissimo, soprano stuff, or in wind band. I use these in wind ensemble all of the time. As a saxophonist, we sit right in front of the trumpets, and certain pieces can get extremely loud. We want to protect our ears, so grab yourself a pair of these ear racers. Like I said, these work really well. I think they're under 50 bucks, and it's been one of the best purchases I've ever made. Keep these in your case. Make sure you use them. Again, it's one of those things that takes less than 5 seconds to put in your ears, but save you down the road when you get old and you all of a sudden can't hear. Use these. Grab yourself a pair, link down below. Now this is definitely something I cannot live without. This is the Lagan Lip-Saver. It comes in this little case. You just pop it in. It goes over my bottom teeth, and this protects me from getting injured after lots of playing. It prevents some pain. Like I said, I'm doing lots of long hours of practice many days a week, so EZO is out and Lagan Lip-Saver is in. Everyone should get one of these. It comes not formed in a little white square, and then you have to boil it and form it to your teeth. And I actually cut mine up, and this is about 1/8 of one of those little squares, just so that it's a little bit thinner between my teeth and my lip. I actually can't practice without it anymore. That's how reliant I am. Literally can't play without it. Definitely something to grab. It's actually made by Brennan Lagan, a fantastic repair tech, and I'll link his website down below. So the 5th thing that I seriously cannot live without is my swabs. And stick around till the end of the video because I might have a 6th thing for you. I've messed around with a lot of swabs, Hodge silk swabs, other brands that are cloth, and I've really fallen in love with these BG swabs, and this one's actually a ProTech swab. So I use this one for the body of my alto, and it has a nice sponge here in the middle that makes sure to get all the way around the body of the horn. This works really well. And then I use this one for soprano. It's actually an oboe swab, so when you click on the link and purchase one yourself, yes, it is an oboe swab. This works great for soprano saxophone through the neck and the body of it. And then, like I said, I use a ProTech swab just because I think this was cheaper than a BG one. I use this for the neck of my alto. Yes, it's a little bit annoying to have to use a separate swab for the body and the neck of the alto, but like I said, this really maximizes the moisture percentage it gets through the neck, and then the other one gets all the moisture out of the body. swab your horn after every use. If you haven't checked out my saxophone care video, I will link that up above. As promised, here's a sixth item that I just cannot live without. This is a Apple AirTag, and you can get Samsung Galaxy tags as well if you're an Android user. Since I have an iPhone, this links up perfectly with my iPhone, and I put it in my saxophone case. I have a few of them for my tenor case, alto case, all the different things. I put one of these on my keys. This has been a lifesaver ever since it came out. I never have to worry about someone stealing my horn because I always know where it's at, and you can actually get notifications when it leaves a certain building. So I have a notification for when it leaves the Butler School of Music. Only $25 and definitely something you should pick up. So that is it. That is going to be 6 things that are in my case that I cannot live without. None of these things are too expensive, so if you want to go pick them up for yourself, use my links down below. I will see you in the next video. Peace.